First of all, I would like to say how happy I am to host you here today and as well together with the organization committee. So welcome to Motion, Interaction and Games 23 in Rennes, and maybe also hello to connected people if there is any. I'd just like to have some few words about Rennes and safety. Safety is important, as you know. So when walking in the streets of Rennes, so maybe you will get attracted by this in the shops. So French croissant is fine, or maybe you will be attracted by this as well. So maybe you know it less, but you have to know absolutely. It's important that France is divided in two about this. Some they call this and others call that pain au chocolat. You are in a region where we call this pain au chocolat. And so calling this a chocolatine here is as bad as ordering an Hawaiian pizza in Napoli, in Italy. Okay, Alberto, you agree on this? And so calling this so we can go back to our initial matter, which is MIG. I would like first to thank our sponsor, Roblox. So thanks to Victor in the room. Thank you very much for supporting MIG last year, this year, and maybe other years. But this year was very, very helpful to have you here. I have a couple of slides about MIG, starting from where it comes from. So for those who don't know much about the conference, this is the 16th edition of the conference and not the 15th. So there is one guy in charge of our website. I asked him to take inspiration from the last year MIG, but it took too much of inspiration, so that's the 16th. He forgot to increment the number of the conference. So, and the template I've sent you is wrong about that. So if you find the time to correct it, that's fine. If you don't, that's no big deal. So it's all started in 2008. That was started by Mark Overmars. He moved away from graphics. He was actually some well-known guy in the field of path planning, and wanting to generate collaboration between robotics and graphics about all this motion planning kind of things. The very first version was actually not a conference but a workshop. So it was all based on invited people. It's still online. You can check it. There was some kind of fancy people invited there. I don't know. Ken Perlin, the Popovich brothers. Who else? Petros Faloutsos, Michael Gleicher. So still some names that, of course, we know very much. And you can also take a look at what was the program at that time. That's funny because it was. So first of all, I discovered that I was the very first speaker of MIG. So I forgot about that. But that was very much about motion capture and how to deal with path planning together with motion capture. You could see that the invited speakers were people from Xsense or Vicon. So that was very much the topic at that time. And I think we will tell a bit about what are the current buzzwords in the conference. Let me restart the slideshow so that we have the full screen mode. Okay. This year, so sorry, I forgot to mention. In 2013, the workshop turned into an ACM conference. And in 2017, we changed a bit the name. So it was initially Motion in Games. That was really about real-time motion control, these kind of things. And it turned into, so we wanted to include VR kind of stuff in the program. So we changed it for keeping the same acronym, Motion, Interaction and Games. So that was the year MIG was in Barcelona. That's it for MIG. So this year MIG is in Rennes, in Brittany. I hope you will have a bit of time to enjoy Brittany or the Rennes region. So we have a couple of clichés about the region, starting from, I'm not sure how much international this is, but we have those funny clothes, let's say. So it's very yeah, it's very typical way to represent Brittany. Those women wearing those hats. So each village in Brittany is having a different hat. But let me say that this is only true for a very small region of Brittany. So that's not, for example, here in Rennes was not like this. It's more west, in the western part of Brittany. What is very typical from them is this galette saucisse. So you will enjoy it, not the galette saucisse, but some galettes tonight. We have those bowls where you can print your first name on it. We have very nice landscapes. So this is a view of Saint-Malo, which is 45 minutes from here. If you have time, like for example on Friday afternoon to go there, it's easy to reach it by train, for example. Or we have those well-known characters, Asterix and Obelix. I'm not sure how much it is international as well. It's translated in many languages, including Latin. But yeah, and Irish. I just learned that this morning. So yeah, they are from here. Also, yeah, so even though it's in Normandy, unfortunately, we managed to organize something to help you going to the Mont Saint-Michel if you are willing to. It's 1 hour drive from here. We have people registered, but we cover a guided tour to the Mont Saint-Michel, and you just have to buy some tickets to go there. The cost is 30 euros by bus. It's easy and fast. So feel free to register. We have still plenty of room for getting you there. A few words about Rennes. So this is a view of Rennes. Maybe some little words about where you can find things. So if you want to take back some food with you, I recommend that maybe on Saturday morning, if you are still there, you go to the Place des Lys market. It's a very huge market. It's one of the biggest in France. You have up to 600 different booths to buy food or whatever kind. Very close to here. So this is where we were yesterday, for example. And maybe you've noticed when you went back to your hotels, there is a lot of people in this area. It's an area with many students going for a drink there. So this is why we call this street the Thirsty Street. And also, if you want to have a tour, I recommend you go maybe to the Tabor Garden or see the Parliament of Brittany or the Opera. There is something very important about Rennes to understand how the city is built and organized. That in 1720 it burned completely with a big fire. So and all this square in red burned actually even more, and they rebuilt the city. And from the aerial view of the city, you can notice, right, that you have the old city that did not burn with curly streets and little places. It's really nice to see. You have many wooden houses made of wood. It's quite nice to see. You have up to 200 houses of this kind here. And you can see then that the streets are very straight and very different where it burnt. And also, after the fire, they developed the South City Center to rebuild the city and for people to get a way to live in the city with all those destroyed places. So this is why on signs you will see the north downtown area and the south downtown area with the Vilaine River in the middle. Okay. Yeah, and if you want to buy some food, you have this other market, the Hall Market. It's open every day. And for you to get oriented, the train station is south. So we managed to organize a program this year for you. It's a mix of, so yeah, we wanted to really gather the community again after this COVID era. So it was already done by the last year edition in Mexico. This year we tried also to get back a bit to the roots of MIG. So we decided to have many keynotes, including some young keynote speakers. We also managed to have gender equity at the most. So you can see it in the organization committee, also in the pick of keynotes. We also made the program to be as inclusive as we can. Like, for example, the way paper was selected was very like try to accept every paper that should be accepted to the conference. We also managed to have you busy with social events every day. So tonight will be the poster session with Galette Party here. We also invited some local talks of showing a bit of the local industry, creative industry that we have in Rennes. So we will have three keynote speakers tonight about that. There will be short presentation, 15 minutes, but really to showcase a bit what we are doing in Rennes about that. Tomorrow we have a city tour and dinner. So you can find the directions on the website. And again, Saturday we have this Mont Saint-Michel tour. So if you are here, don't hesitate to join it. It will be, I'm sure it will be great. If you check on the website how to join it, you will have fun. Something else, we are running demos upstairs. So a couple of demos from the team. And don't hesitate to go there during breaks or during lunchtime. We will run them, or also on demand if you want to have it. Just ask Rémi, but Rémi is busy with producing the show. But yeah, he's happy to get you there. What else? Yeah, we are beyond expectation actually in terms of registration and attendance. So this is great. Thank you for being there, really. The only thing that it does is that the restaurant we have picked for the dinner is a bit small. So we will not exclude anyone, of course, but maybe a bit the local people. So it's important to know whether you attend or not the dinner, so that we can make a decision for local people if they can join or not. So you have this URL getting you to a form. So I will also send it over email and over WhatsApp, saying you can here just say whether you attend or not the dinner. It's important you answer. In the end, I'm afraid we will be only able to take the people who said yes to this form. Okay? We are really reaching the limit. It started very slow, so we were like, yeah, okay, we will be maybe 10 in the room, that's fine. Would have made things a bit easier, but we had a couple of, I don't know, we went like this, okay? Please answer. I will ask a couple of times for you to answer this. Also, this is for later, okay. Again, I would like to thank all the people organizing this. So this is, of course, not only me. So from 1 year of time, we had Barbara and us discussing the general organization of this conference. And Rachel and Chris joined for as program chair for selecting all this nice paper we will see this week. We have Alberto working around with posters, so you can raise a hand, say hello. And we had all these local people helping with the organization. That was great. Thank you very much. I listed a couple of them. They are all from here. And really thank you for that. We will see if it runs smoothly, but I'm pretty confident. Now, in terms of program selection, I will leave the floor to Rachel.
Thanks. And hi, everyone. So for the program selection, myself and Chris were delighted that there was 42 paper submissions this year. We gathered an IPC of 46 experts, and they were absolutely amazing. They had all their reviews in very timely, which we were very surprised and delighted with. Each paper received 3 reviewers. And in the end, we selected 12 full papers, of which some have been selected further for the Computers and Graphics journal, which is being worked on at the moment, 13 short papers, and then Alberto selected 15 posters. So we've got a great range of topics. Some of the trend. Oh, sorry, we've got first of all, the paper download link. So we noticed yesterday that the papers were not up on the ACM Digital Library, and we can't contact the person that's supposed to have them there. So Chris has very quickly put all the PDFs up. We're not up on the ACM Digital Library, on this website, on this link. So if you want to, I'll leave it up there for a minute if you want to access that, so you can get all the PDFs. We're missing 3 of them, but they will be uploaded shortly, hopefully. On this link. So if you want to have a look at the PDFs in advance of the talks, or if you want to check out any of the details of the papers, please do so. It may be up on the Digital Library by tomorrow, but we're not sure of that right now. So yeah, just quickly based on previous years, and I did a quick search through the prefaces from the last couple of years, and I couldn't get full data for like 2018 or 2015, but we can see here that MIG, the last couple of years, 22, 21, 20, the paper submissions were a little bit down, so we're delighted to see that we're kind of heading back up on that trend again. Something happened in 2019 where there was a huge submission. Maybe it was the online no, that wouldn't have been online that year. I don't know. But anyway, so that's just to have a look. So some of the trends that we were seeing this year. So as Julian said, the conference was historically about motion planning and that. So we're of course seeing more on machine learning now. So machine learning for motion synthesis of characters, faces and cloth. We saw work on physics simulation as well. And with this interaction, we also saw some nice papers on virtual reality too. So that's what we'll be seeing over the next couple of days. And we've got, of course, the 4 very exciting keynotes coming up. And as Julian said, some great local industry talks as well during the poster session. Finally from me, there's going to be a number of awards that we'll be announcing at the end. So there'll be an award for the best paper, the best student paper, and best presentation and poster. Now, the best presentation award and the best poster award will be voted for by everyone here. So please pay attention from the start to the presentations, and maybe note down which ones that you feel would be great for the award. We'll have links again that you can do your voting at the end of the week, or at the end of the conference. And I think that's it from me. Yeah. Oh, Julian, are you? That's it? Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Are we early for the keynote?